Hello viewers, once again it's a pleasure being with you today to continue the series we've started a couple of weeks back and trying as much as we can possibly to add value and to be able to work together to ensure that we have quality, vibrant and successful entrepreneurs in our society. Today we will be looking at an aspect of business that seldom businessmen and women consider serious. While growing up, I used to manage a shop that was owned by my dad. Subsequently, after he passed on, he died in 1975. While in the university, I was managing my elder brother's shop and we're selling fabrics, yards, guinea brocade, upprint, and the rest of them. I was a student of accounting, and then whenever I'm on holidays, I come to the shop and I run the business, and the only records we keep were two: those that the business owes money to, and those who owe the business. We never had, any record that we kept as to how much do we buy this item, how much are we selling, are we making profit, or are we, not making profit. Now, what am I trying to say? Dear entrepreneurs, it is extremely important, no matter how small a business is, whether nano, micro, small, medium or large enterprises, you must, as a matter of priority, commence and start with what? With bookkeeping. It is important to record your sources of working capital, your sources of raw materials. It is important to record the prices at which you are getting your raw materials. It is important to record the cost of your operation so that you will be able to appropriately, adequately and efficiently price your product or service. Without record keeping, you are unlikely going to be operating at a loss without you knowing. Imagine, let's give an example, would say a bole roasting woman along the street of Lagos. She goes into the market to buy agade, that is the raw plantain, and then she didn't record how much she bought it. She took a bike to the market. She took, say a keke marwa, a keke napep back to her house. Those costs are not recorded. The cost of her time is not recorded. And then she comes in, she buys charcoal and the other materials she uses in roasting the bole. All those are not recorded. And then she peels the bole, she starts roasting, and then she starts selling. How does she determine what price a piece of bole should be sold? If you don't record these little expenses, including even the storage and the consequential losses arising from either spoilage or damage or getting rotten before you eventually sell them, or other losses that may be occasioned, you are not likely going to be operating at a profit. I hate to mention names, but I have seen a situation where lack of record keeping, lack of appropriate costing, made quite a number of businesses to go under because they were operating successfully, but they were leaving money on the table because they were not appropriately pricing their products. So you have a piece of bole that if you were to add all the cost and expenses associated with roasting it, it may cost you, say, 200 naira. And then you come in and you are selling it to people at 150 or 170 naira. technically you will think you bought it at 110 naira and you are selling at 120. Meanwhile, if you had recorded your cost, the actual cost of that bole may be 160 naira. So you should have been selling it at 180 naira or 200 naira so that you will be able to make some money. But you are selling at 150. So inadvertently, you are selling, the bole at a loss. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is important, no matter how small your business is, no matter how minute your product is, try as much as you possibly can to keep record so that you will be able to appropriately and adequately price your product and then be able to earn profit so that the business can sustain itself, so that you can get some money to be able to eat, so that even the business can blossom and wider. Because if you are not making money, how do you organically grow? How do you sustain yourself? If you don't take time, you will just be eating your capital without you knowing. Once again, thank you very much for listening. I'm sorry the time may be too short to do justice to this, but I'm sure you've gotten the tips on bookkeeping and recording of expenses. And I'm sure as you continue to watch us, you will hear more, you will see more, you will know more, and you will become even a better businessman or woman.